Well, hello there. Today I'm gonna try to decorate a house only using the stuff that Nook Cranny is selling today. So, would this be a hot mess or would it actually be adorable? So, let's get started and see what they have. Well, look who we got here. But anyways, okay, so it looks like they have a sewing machine. I mean, sure, I'll buy it. Oh, I didn't even look at my money. I don't even think I have enough to buy all the stuff in here. There go some of my bells. Okay, buy these, some noodles. We're gonna have to place this somewhere. I mean, we don't have a choice. We still have to use it anyways. I say we because we're in this together. Okay, now let's go see what they have in the back. Now, how am I gonna use a baby chair in this build? Sure, I'll buy it. Just give it to me. You welcome. Now I'm getting lower and lower on bells. An LED display? Really? Everything so far was normal, except this was the one that I'm questioning. Okay, let's just go and buy the last item. Oops, sorry girl, were you gonna buy this chair? It's kind of not your style, is it? 29.
What?
Bell, sure, I'll buy it. Did Timmy just call me poor? This is why I like Tommy better. You know what, we have a few bells to spend. At least let's go see if we can find like wallpaper or floor or something. Okay, let's see if we can find anything good at least. Like something cute, something that will match with that baby chair. Oh no, what are these? Okay, that one's not bad. That one's also not bad. That blue one is just too blue.
Duh.
I don't know about the flooring. You know what, like, let's just try to pick something. Hopefully they'll match when I have them all together. We'll buy this floor, sure, it'll do. Okay, let's see, can we afford anything else? Maybe this floor? I feel like this floor would be like a good basic. Okay, let's go back to the wallpaper, see if we can find anything. Let's buy the yellow one, maybe it won't be that bad. Okay, what other wallpaper can we get? Let's see, I feel like this green one might be interesting.
Rumor has it you're broke.
These twins just told me I'm broke. I'm not broke, I have bells. And I came back to buy that ugly chair. And that's the first thing I'm gonna go do. Buy that chair. Excuse me, get out of my way. Let me buy this expensive chair for no reason. It's not even that nice.
You're a mean one, mister.
Okay, let's buy the blue one. Just so we could have options. And then I feel like we should also buy the green one. Just again, so we could have options. Okay, we should try to see if we can find any more floors. Because we only got that blue one and I think the light one. I feel like we should also buy this dark one. I feel like this red brick would look nice with one of the wallpaper, whichever one we decide to use. And we're finally done! Bye Timmy, bye Tommy. Okay, so I came to the hotel and I'm gonna decorate a room in the hotel. I did put this green wall just up for right now, temporarily. Maybe it's gonna stay, maybe not. So let's take out all the stuff that we got from Nook Cranny. I did put them like temporarily on the floor just so I could be able to find them quickly. So these are all the items and we have to make them work together. I feel like the tricky spot for me is gonna be that baby chair. Not even the baby chair, probably gonna be that sign in the back, that LED sign, because I swear I don't know what to do with that sign. I think I'm gonna just leave it like that. Okay, so the floors, this one was an option, and then it was also the red brick one, that was also an option. And I believe the blue polka dot one was also an option. To be honest, I feel like our safe bet is going to be that first one, just because I feel like that one will match this wall better. To be honest, I feel like I am going to stick with this green theme, just because that's green, the chair's green, so I was like, might as well just stick with the green. And I feel like we could work with this, you know? So at this point, I was like, let's try to find like a couch that would be that color. And I found this one, it's like a little dark green, like kind of navy green. Then I decided, I was like, oh, we should have like a little table in this corner if we're gonna make it like a living room kitchen kind of combo. We should have like a table over here. I don't know why I turned that chair too much. So I was like, okay, we'll put these 4 chairs right here, you know. Make it look like a little dining table. And then I was like, oh, you know what I could do? This baby chair, it could be like a little kid's chair. So I plopped that on the side too, and I was like, okay, we'll add like a green table or something. And I was trying to find a green table. I don't know why I started going up, but for some reason I thought these stools were like little side tables and I thought the tables were gonna be there. But no, they weren't. What a shocker. But anyways, I started scrolling down and the first one that caught my eye was this green one. I know it's a garden table, but it's the first one that legit I looked at and I was like, yep, that one's it. So I put the noodles on top and I was like, yep, that's good. That is a dining table. I put that chair too far, so I put it closer. And at this point, I stared at the sewing machine and I was like, what am I gonna do with the sewing machine? And then in my mind, I was like, oh, this could be like a grandma's house, you know? So I tried to find a coffee table that will match this area and I was like, wait, that's not a coffee table. I wanted to feel like somewhat elegant, but again, like mixed match furniture. So I thought like this little coffee table actually matched the furniture. I felt like I needed that sewing machine up higher, so I was like, well, you know what, we could put it on a dresser. I was trying to look for like that wooden dresser that looks like this color of this table, but it's not that one. I don't know why I was looking for dressers under the table section, but I went to the room section and there I found it. This is the dresser I was talking about, so I got this one, but I felt like the color wasn't it. I feel like it was too bright compared to the couch and the coffee table, so I do end up changing it, just like for a darker tone. I do end up deciding using the dark wood. I mean, at this point I was like, okay, we used all the items that we bought from the Cranny, so I was like, now we just need to jazz up the room a little bit. And you know what that means, is rug time. So I tried to decide which rug I wanted, and I was like, oh, you know what, this green one actually matches well. And at this point, the whole entire build ended up being like a whole entire green build. So everything was green. It's like, you get green, you get green. And I was trying to find a little round green rug that could go under the table. I thought that one was actually going to be bigger, but it wasn't. I ended up going with like the circle rug just because I was like, oh, there's a green one. And I thought this one actually fit well for like the grandma aesthetic that we were going for. I was like, oh, you know what we need? We need like a little divider right here so it can separate like the kitchen and the seating area. I was trying to look for something green so it could divide the rooms, and I felt like the bamboo divider thing was actually perfect. This one. So now I could have like the little dining room area and then I could have a kitchen next to it. Which, to be honest, right now the build is not looking bad. So now I have to find something that would be good for the kitchen. I was actually debating on using that pizza oven and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use that. So I ended up using this one instead, and I was looking at the colors and trying to see which color would match the aesthetic that we're going for. At first I thought the nature wood was going to be good, it's going to fit in, but it was just lighter than every other furniture on here, so I ended up switching it and I ended up going with the dark wood. I feel like that one blends in better and it matches with that dresser. The kitchen is looking good, so now we just need to add like a little rug, a little runner or something. Probably like a green runner. I'm pretty sure the game does have some. I was gonna add the dog bone one, but I was like, no, that's too silly, never mind. I ended up choosing this one. At this point the build was almost completed. All I needed was some lights because I forget to add ceiling stuff. So I decided to go with these green ones just because I was like, you know what, we're keeping it green. We can put one on top of the kitchen table and the other one on top of the kitchen area. Just so it could look like matching. It's okay, these areas are sisters, not twins. I was looking around and I was like, there's something missing in this corner. We need like a little armchair that the grandma could sit and like knit or something. I know that I had a chair in mind, or like little seating area that I had in mind that I wanted to use. I believe it's like the ranch little seating chair, like the little armchair. I ended up using this elegant chair because I was like, you know what, if I can't find it, I'll use that one. And I passed by and I was like, wait, there it is, that one. Oh, it was called the patchwork chair. But this one, I was debating on this one if they didn't have a green one. But they ended up having one. So I used this one instead and put it right there in that corner and took out that elegant chair. Just because I was debating which one looked better. Yes, the elegant chair one matched the color scheme, but I wanted this one just because it was a little bit more bold. I felt like the dresser also needed something else. I just didn't know what. So when I finished placing that chair, thinking about it, I was like, you know what, let me just add something on there. And I looked at the globe and I was like, you know what, we'll add that there. And I did add some finishing touches on the room, but this is the whole entire room. I did add some paintings on the walls and some plants and that little scrapbook on the table, and pretty much it. Well guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, only if you want to though. I can't tell you what to do, I'm not your mom. But rate my build 1 out of 5 potatoes in the comments. Bye! dark green, like kind of purplish. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, wait, I can't. I can't. I changed all my hotel guests so they all look like that. So I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry. No, wait, don't leave. Don't leave.